In the heart of a bustling city lived a young woman named Emily. To the outside world, Emily seemed to have a successful career, a beautiful apartment, and a close-knit circle of friends. However, despite these outward trappings of success, Emily felt a deep sense of emptiness. She often questioned her purpose and wondered if there was more to life than the endless grind of her daily routine. One particularly cold and dreary evening, Emily found herself wandering the streets, lost in thought. The city lights blurred into a haze as she walked aimlessly, her mind consumed by doubt and uncertainty. She longed for a sign, something to reassure her that her life had meaning, that there was a greater plan at work. As she passed a small, unassuming church tucked away on a quiet street, she felt an inexplicable pull to go inside. The doors creaked as she pushed them open, and she was greeted by the warm glow of candlelight and the soft hum of a choir practicing for the evening service. She slipped into a pew at the back, hoping to find some solace in the stillness of the sanctuary. The priest, Father Michael, noticed her presence and approached her with a kind smile. "Welcome," he said gently. "Is there something on your mind?" Emily hesitated, but then poured out her heart to him, sharing her fears and doubts. Father Michael listened patiently, nodding understandingly. When she finished, he spoke softly. "Emily, sometimes we can't see the path that lies ahead, but that doesn't mean it isn't there. God has a plan for each of us, even if we don't always understand it. Trust in His plan, and you will find your way." His words lingered in her mind as she left the church that evening. Though she didn't fully understand what they meant, she felt a glimmer of hope. Over the next few days, Emily tried to carry on with her life as usual, but the priest's words stayed with her. She began to pay closer attention to the world around her, seeking signs that might reveal her true purpose. One rainy afternoon, Emily was sitting in a cafe, sipping her coffee and watching the raindrops race down the window. A young boy and his mother entered, drenched and looking for shelter. The boy, no more than 6 years old, clutched a tattered notebook to his chest. Emily noticed the boy's shoes were worn and his clothes too thin for the chilly weather. Moved by a sudden impulse, she approached them and offered to buy them a hot meal. As they ate, Emily learned that the boy, Ethan, had a passion for drawing but lacked the resources to pursue it. His mother, struggling to make ends meet, couldn't afford art supplies or lessons. Emily's heart ached for them, and an idea began to form in her mind. That evening, she went home and rummaged through her closet, finding a sketch pad and some colored pencils she'd forgotten she owned. The next day, she returned to the cafe, hoping to find Ethan and his mother. To her relief, they were there, and she presented Ethan with the supplies. The boy's face lit up with joy, and Emily felt a warmth she hadn't experienced in a long time. Inspired by this encounter, Emily decided to take a leap of faith. She quit her job and used her savings to start a community art program for underprivileged children. She called it Ethan's Dream in honor of the boy who had reignited her passion and given her a new sense of purpose. The program provided free art supplies, lessons, and a safe space for children to express themselves and nurture their creativity. As the program grew, Emily surrounded herself by a community of people who shared her vision. Parents, volunteers, and local businesses all supported her mission. The once empty community center buzzed with laughter and creativity, and Emily felt a deep sense of fulfillment. Father Michael walked in one day as she was tidying up after a particularly lively art session. He had heard about the program and wanted to see it for himself. Looking around at the vibrant drawings covering the walls, he turned to Emily with a smile. "You see, Emily," he said softly, "God's plan for you was greater than you could have imagined. You have touched so many lives, and brought hope and joy to these children. Trusting in his plan has led you to your true calling. Emily realized then that the emptiness she had felt was not a sign of failure, but a call to something greater. By trusting in the journey and embracing the unexpected, she had found her purpose and a deeper connection to the world around her. She had discovered that sometimes, when nothing goes as planned, it's because a better plan is waiting to unfold. And with faith and courage, she had found the path she had been meant to walk all along. There are many things that we don't know and cannot see. Only God knows and sees everything. So, trust Him to be who He is, and trust Him to be sovereign over every event and every scene of life. I mean every scene. You see, even when we blink, when our hearts beat, when we think, it is God's doing. God is the matrix of the universe. God holds everything and everyone together in His will. We exist only in His mind, in His imagination. We don't hold ourselves together. That's why He is God. That's why He sits on the throne and never falls off. He just is, and we are only in Him. The key to understanding whether you are living out God's plan for your life is to surrender your heart to Him and then trust Him to be who He is, the sovereign God. Your life steps are already planned. That's the point. We are talking about God here. Nothing escapes Him, not even the tiniest, minuscule details. He cares about every detail in your life, from tiny to huge. You don't have to worry about a thing. He is sovereign, and He wants to give you only good gifts. He has plans to prosper you and to bless you, to give you hope and a future. Stop stressing. Surrender, let go, and let God. He will tell you in your heart what to do next. Just follow His voice and trust Him to be who He is. Trust Him to be good. Do not be afraid to follow His voice. Stop stressing. Keep asking for His will to be done in your life, and then keep your heart open to listen to His voice. Trust that He has only good gifts for you, so you don't have to worry about what's coming your way. He will take care of you. Nobody can beat Him, and He is for you, not against you. The bottom line is to trust Him to be God and to be good. Subscribe for more videos. Thank you.